I've seen a lot of videos this week about the fear of gaining weight back, and I've made a couple of videos about this, and here's the reality of the situation. Most of us got reprieve from addressing this issue when we first started Ozempic and Mounjaro. What do I mean by that? When you first started Ozempic and Mounjaro, it takes away all of the food noise, all of the hunger, all of the thought around food. In fact, most of the time you don't even want to eat, which, to be frank, is a relief for all of us who have been thinking about it nonstop for, 45 years now. The unfortunate thing is that after you've been on Ozempic and Mounjaro for a while, your appetite starts coming back, the food thoughts start coming back, and you have to actually figure out how to balance everything. Now, do you continue to get help from delayed gastric emptying or digestion, more stable blood sugars? Absolutely. But do you have that elimination completely of food noise that you had before? No. And do you have a hunger? Yes. Do you even start to crave sugar again? Absolutely. So how do you deal with this? That's where it is important to try and find a dietitian or a nutritionist or a therapist that you trust. Because while Ozempic does a lot of work, and while Ozempic and Mounjaro help you lose weight, it's not going to solve the emotional issues that we all have or the trauma that we all have from being overweight our whole life. There are habits that we have. There are things that we do naturally, even if we're not hungry, or things that we go to do with food to comfort us because that's what we've always done. Just like with quitting any addiction, whether it's alcohol addiction, smoking cessation, or anything else, you have to relearn the habits and the things that you do around them because you've spent your whole life living a certain way. When I quit smoking 13 years ago, someone told me that it would take a year before I really stopped craving cigarettes, because I had to go through all of the different situations and find out different ways to treat those situations without having a cigarette in my hand. This is true. It took me a long time. In fact, so long. But now it's been 14 years and I haven't had a cigarette in 14, almost 15 years, and I don't think about them. In fact, I think they're disgusting. So I do believe that you can retrain your brain, but it is hard. And does that fear need to be present in all of us in order to prevent us from gaining weight back? Absolutely. Is it going to be the same as it was before, where we just throw up our hands and say, I quit, I give up, I just want to eat? No. It's not, because that's where Ozempic and Mounjaro help you by keeping your blood sugar levels stable and making it easier to say no.